So apologies for not uploading in so long. That's because of a lot of reasons I'm probably gonna state in the description. And this is not a Wi-Fi battle, it's a battle on Pokemon Showdown, an emulator, in case you probably couldn't tell from the thumbnail of this video. And I just thought I'd give it a whirl since, you know, I've been out of the Pokemon loop lately because of school and shit. I decided to, you know, it's about time I got into this black to white to shit. And one of those shit is my lead Liepard. What do you mean a lead in 5th gen? And I have the fake out on this thing which I'm gonna use, which is gonna damn near half kill this Pikachu because Pikachu's har. Only noobs use Pikachu. It is a weakling. And pros like me, we use Liepard and we go for the fucking sucker punch because that's what we cool men do, not just any man, cool men do. And he gets lucky with the predictions, goes for the substitute because, you know, who uses Pikachu and can predict. Apparently this guy, because he runs a sub nasty plot Pikachu, which completely caught me off guard in case you couldn't tell. And here I'm gonna go for the taunts just so I can nail him with one sucker punch, and then he's gonna play me like a total bitch and go for the Thunderbolt plus 2 step, most likely, what's his face, Light Ball. So yeah, I'm gonna die to 2 of those things, but at least the sub is gone and I have a second priority user on my team because, you know, I'm a paranoid idiot. And go for the choice banded Aqua Jet. I really haven't a good nickname for this guy, so I just named it Selfish Sam, which I guess kind of works. So now we are almost even because we have all 5 guys at full health, unless you want, you know, you want to count my -1 PP for Aqua Jet instability in the equation, then well, whatever, go fuck yourself, I don't care. So out comes this Articuno. Not entirely sure what the plan is. Either way, I know for a fact that my Probo Pass can wall this thing quite comfortably unless it randomly runs in power fighting or ground, in which case I'll probably get my shit wrecked by this guy. Unfortunately for him though, he does not have the odd hidden power and he's gonna have to switch out here, and it is only after I sent out my Probo Pass, because I still haven't figured out how to look at the summary screen on this, you know, what's his face? Simulator, yes, that. And I found out that I had removed my power gem in favor of Stealth Rocks, which I just used. So, you know, Tigris and every one of you that can stop pestering me to use Stealth Rocks in NU, because, you know, Cryogonal for some reason moved up because of Stealth Rocks, and that's implying War Toto is like worse than Cryogonal, which is utter bullshit because Glaceon should be Uber by that standards. However, my drifting aside, I am going to go for the Inferno because, you know, maybe he's gonna run Iron Fist or some shit, but no, he runs Guts. Thankfully he misses the first Stone Age, not that I think it actually matters since, you know, I can survive 2 even with this Guts boosted, as you can see by the fact that I took, you know, less than half from that second Stone Age that hit. Now I'm gonna go for the Shadow Ball here because at this point I don't know, predicting just wasn't on my mind and I was just blindly going for the Shadow Ball. Now, if I was a smart person, I'd probably have went for the Thunder Wave on this Absol and then tried to switch out. However, here I don't switch out because I thought, you know, Absols, they might carry the Pursuit, so you know what, I might as well stay in and try to get an Inferno on it, maybe. I'll get so lucky I'll hit 2 Infernos in a match. However, he goes for the, what's his face, I don't even remember, whatever. It's a dark move that kills me, that is all that matters. I mean, honestly, which Absol does not carry Sucker Punch these days, so gonna send out my Selfish Sam, and I'm gonna go for the priority to match his. Actually, no, he didn't even go for the Sucker Punch, I don't think. So either way, nothing on my team can take on an Absol except for maybe my Probo Pass, and even then I'd have to bank on the fact that he does not have the superpower. Hence, while I send out my Selfish Sam to go for the CB Aqua Jet, hoping that, you know, after all the hype about Absol's, you know, glass cannon characteristics, namely that it can hit very hard, but if you hit it, if you as much as poke it, it'll die. So apparently a choice banded Aqua Jet does not qualify as a poke, so I do not kill it, and then he kinda kills me quite savagely with his step move of Night and Darkness and Pain and Agony and Dismail and Disdain and, you know, all the dark and stupid words that you can find in your vocabulary that you wouldn't mind sharing in the comment section below. because you know I totally whore comments and shit. So I have no idea why nothing is going on for so long here, because obviously he has to switch. That's a no-brainer. However, I guess into what was the question? He sort of sends out this counter after a long and elaborate and deliberate train of thought that led him into him, you know, epic predictions saying my earth power, even though I'm pretty sure he didn't epic predictions it because I didn't show him I had it yet. Whatever, he just got lucky, like a punk ass bitch that, you know, like a punk ass 10-year-old bitch that uses Pikachu. I'm sorry, I just can't take anyone who uses Pikachu seriously until of course they wreck my shit with it, which he sort of did, yeah, but you know what, I have to maintain my tough guy persona here, and I'm just gonna blatantly ignore the fact that Pikachu kicked one of my asses out of 6, because clearly I have 6 asses to be kicked. Or rather, I don't have an ass to be kicked, because my ass is not to be kicked, it is to be shown off, and it is to be... yeah, I shall spare the details. Anyway, he's just going for the sub-stalling here, and the crucial point about this whole cycle of hidden power versus substitute is that I have to predict when he's planning to go for the pain split. And I know that aside from the odd hidden power, he can't do too much to me. You know, I mean, if he had the hidden power fighting, I'm sure he'd have used it by now, like immediately after the pain split, where my probo pass was at its lowest health. So now I predict the pain switch, like a boss, because you know I'm so original with my memes and shit, that I gonna go to my FD, yeah, I mean, it's at full health, but it probably has the least health to spare in my team. So here I epic predictions him because he is an epic predictions, and if I epic predictions, then I am an even more epic predictions. So I go for 2 drill runs, which kills it, and it sort of struck me as odd as why he did leave a Flareon in to die to a second drill run when my first one was clearly enough to 2H KO him. And Rapidashers are inherently faster than Flareons, and I've EV'd this Rapidash with a Choice Scarf to outspeed max speed Executors in the sun, because you know I'm such a cold and calculated person towards fire sprouting horses. Yeah, whatever. And because of that, he sort of figures out that I'm Choice Scarf, because his Flareon was Choice Scarf too. Like, who uses a Choice Scarf Flareon these days? Or rather, who uses a Choice Scarf Flareon at all? And I really should stop dissing my opponent, because to keep the suspense of this video alive, I really must sound like I'm always against the wall with my hands tied behind my back, so that I can stage an epic struggle and, you know, finally come out on top and win and kick a punk ass bitch's ass. Then that'll be a true victory and a true video. However, I'm probably ruining it for you right now. So out comes the girdle, and here it is my turn to think a lot, because I have nothing to take a Mark Punch that I know is coming. And I really don't want to death fodder my Glaceon. However, you probably saw that I just did it, and I survived a Mark Punch, and that actually I was not thinking was a crit until the sort of red thing appeared. A critical hit! X squared! He critted you! What are you gonna do about it, man? As if I could do anything about it, but whatever, I don't think it matters, seeing that, you know, a second Mark Punch would have left me at mighty hit points had he not critted me, or, you know, he could crit me the second turn. Either way, if I lived those 2 Mark Punches, I would have been Ice Beaming air, which I guess the Ice Beam will just pass through the air and strike the trainer and give the victory to me. However, Pokemon is lame, it's a kid's game, and no violence is allowed, therefore nothing of the sort happens, because while you can aim at something that's smaller than a human-sized human, you will miss the human itself. Pokemon logic, ladies and gentlemen. So gonna send out my FD here, because one-on-one I can handle anything on his team. Well, safe except for that Absol with that freaking sucker punch, and I am choice locked into every offensive move, because you know I only have offensive moves. And he sends out his Articuno arguably as fodder, because you know it's not really gonna be any use I should say, against any of my remaining guys. So gonna go for the overheat after he thinks for like eons upon eons, because honestly, if he sends it out for death fodder, then there wasn't really anything to be thought about. Then, you know, Articuno, I love you. I'll probably cook some extra puffins for you after we get home, but die to an overheat for victory! And yeah, it sort of died. And then the Articuno realized that, hey wait, we are in 5th gen, we have no coffins and Pokeblocks. Cause you know, screw eating, we are data. That, yeah. Gonna send out my Stalker right now because, you know, getting my FD Sucker Punch is probably the last thing on my priority list right now. I'd rather tango with a rocket than to do that. So he lives with 1 freaking %. 1! Just you see, this is why Stealth Frogs is so overrated. People complain about how things live on the slither of a slither with Stealth Frogs. However, with Stealth Frogs, they'll live on the slither of a slither of a slither. So I'd rather have things live on the slither of a slither, so you know, I would feel less agonized at my fate. So thankfully his thingamajig does not carry superpower or brick break or anything of the sort. As my first battler, or rather my first opponent for this Pokemon Showdown thing did with his fucking Miltank with Brick Break on my Probo Pass, which is like, dude, what the frick? So that sort of did not get recorded because there was this one turn where that guy, I think, got AFK'd or something for 10 freaking minutes, and yeah, I just sort of stopped recording halfway through because I thought he was trying to stall me for my forfeit, because you know, people in the world just can't stand defeat, and I just stopped recording. And then he responded and I was like, dick, what? But whatever, I predict the pain split like an ex-boss because I predicted wrongly, and then he hidden power fightings me dead, and I'm like, dude, you've been hiding that from me all this while. You have been hiding hidden power fighting from me all this while. And I crit him! Sucker! I critted him! That is what you get for predicting me! That is what you get for kicking one of my 6 asses with a Pikachu! That is what you get! And I just sort of... I don't even know what the hell happened there. I don't know what the hell I clicked. I thought I sort of forfeited the battle or some shit that I don't know. Yeah, here's the thing back. That is what you get for, you know, just getting in my face and shit. And then I crit him, and then he's gonna hit HP fighting me, and then we are going to tie, because, you know, tying with a 10-year-old punk-ass bitch who uses Pikachu is a lot better than losing to a punk-ass bitch who uses Pikachu. So that's a good game, a not really punk-ass bitch. Yeah, Sincerity, I forgot his name. I remember it started with an S. Yeah, goodbye. Thanks for the good game and goodbye. Hopefully this narration was a lot better than the ones that I've stockpiled, because I'm not uploading them because my narration sucks because it was laggy and I was full of shit. So yeah, bye.